Hey guys, welcome back to my day 3/day 4 video. At this point I've completed most of my atlas. I got 3 void stones already and I'm currently just farming mostly Shaper and Elder Guardians to get the 4th from Uber Elder. The build is ramping as you can tell. I got myself a better weapon, a 6 link, and some nice corpses as well. There is a trick to get to raise 5 specters. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a lot of videos out there. Definitely do that if you're playing a DD build, as it makes a big difference in your damage. I'm currently running a Legion / Essence, maybe Expedition strat. I'm pivoting between 2 Atlas trees currently, which I'll briefly go over later in the video, but mainly Legion on every map. As you can tell here, it's quite profitable when you run it. You drop a ton of fragments and invitations, and yeah. But yeah, mostly at the start here I'm just showcasing what the clear looks like on a T14 or T16 map, I don't remember. Legion is a lot of fun with this build just because you blow up everything and there's a lot of rares and they drop a bunch of scarabs, just a bunch of loot. And speaking of loot, it's decent, but it's nothing like MF from last league for my fellow chats who are still suffering from MF withdrawals. I feel you. But yeah, in a minute here, I'll share some tips or quality of life changes that you may or may not know, depending if you've been following the news. But the first one that I'd like to talk about is actually running Reflect. It took me a while and I stashed up a lot of Reflect maps just because this build, you die essentially to Elemental Reflect and your weapon has some physical damage which affects you as well if you're running a Fist Reflect. So a quick trick is to just run Sybil's Lemon either in the left ring slot or the right ring slot, and that takes care of it. The second tip is binding your portal key. That is new this league, and I highly recommend you do it if you have not done it already. It is a huge quality of life. You can run around and hit the key and it pops up a portal right away. 0 cast time. It's sweet. And the last tip for DD players is to get your meat sack. That is a new corpse from the All Flame of Meat Sack, as you can see here. I was told that it has the highest HP among all the corpses. So there's others like Sandworn Slaves, Kitava Herald, Auric Colossus, and Auric Champion. So I believe those are the 5 corpses that you want in your pool. And again, there's a ton of videos out there explaining how to do this. So definitely check those out. But definitely get yourself a meat sack. Alright, and just a quick gear showcase here. I'm currently level 92. I have cap res, 100% suppression, a little bit of armor and evasion, not too crazy. And passive tree is pretty standard. I'm only running 1 jewel for corrupted blood immunity, and everything else is standard. I do have 15% chance to suppress because all my equipments have evasion on them. And for the gearing, this is the current sword that I have. It has a 1.8 attack speed with a 8% crit. So my next upgrade, which would be my priority upgrade, would be to get a similar foil but with hits can be evaded, because accuracy does drop as you go higher in level. As you can see, that is not too good, 96%. Gear wise, 3 dragons, an amulet with beef on it, and some crit multi, a 6 link that has crap stats. This will be the next priority upgrade as well. I'm looking for a high evasion and energy shield chest, ideally in the 400 energy shield if possible. Some rings here. I'm planning to replace this with a death rush. Pair of gloves I've been using since level 70ish. Pair of same belt. And I bought this boots for 1 divine. It has a 100% chance to avoid chill and some suppression as well. This is great because you tend to run some maps now with all the additional effect here, And if you have chill in your map, it tends to feel pretty bad. So it's nice to have chill immunity. And then you have a freeze immunity from your Pantheon. And then just a pair of basic shield with high life, suppression. And then I was able to get use when charges are full on all my flask. And this is what my Atlas tree looks like. Currently running, my league starter tree was taking Unwavering Vision to get extra points. So I ran essentially Legion and some Expedition. And then now that I have my Atlas pretty much almost completed, I am removing Unwavering Vision. So I spec'd into some shrines, because as you saw in the video earlier, shrines is basically like a free hit hunter essentially. It allows you to just speed run the map, and eventually I'll be removing them, but for now I have shrines, Legion. I'm trying this invasive adversaries out just to see how it feels like, and then some scarab nodes, focusing on Beyond and Essence. And yeah, that's about it. I'll post my next update once I have my gear pieces. I'm looking to get the Yoke of Suffering and also the firing here that allows you to cover enemies in ashes. Those are pretty pricey, so it's gonna be a while before I farm them. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned and let me know what you think.